Hi, everybody. So, I know it's been a really long time since I came on here to even talk about anything recovery or anything like that, and I do apologize for that. But oh, hello, hi. But I had a really good motivation to do that because a friend of mine, old friend of mine, well, no, we're friends now. We've been talking for the past year or so, but before that, we were not friends for a long time because of her alcoholism, and she was a terrible friend. So we had a falling out for a long time. And then we started to become friends again about a year ago or so, maybe longer, because she wanted to get sober. So she, we bonded a little bit over that, and I could tell that, she really wanted to get better. Anyway, then we didn't talk again for a long time, and then she messaged me, I don't know, like a week ago or so, and said that she is doing the steps again and that she wanted to do her amends, which is super cool because she hasn't made amends to me, and I felt like she, should at some point because she did a lot of really, really bad things to lots of people. It was just, you know how it is. You're a shitty person. I was a shitty person for a long time, and I had to make amends to a lot of people too. 'Cause, we were selfish and we suck when we're, in the midst of addiction. So anyway, I was like, of course you can do your amends to me, which is also funny because when I did step work in 2014, one of my things to do is, get rid of old resentments. And one of my resentments was towards her. So a few years ago, I had already forgiven her for all the stuff that she had to make amends to for me today. So it was funny. I guess when you make amends to another person who also did step work, it's sort of funny how sometimes that can happen. So anyway, that's what just happened today, and it was really cool because I could see she finally gets it, and that she's really trying really hard now. What did I hear? I don't know. I'm on my steps because my boyfriend is upstairs sleeping. And I'm on the first floor. He's on the third floor. So hopefully I'm not waking him up. I have a deep voice. Do I have a deep voice? I think I do. Either way, he would yell. So anyway, yeah, that was super cool. Snackeroo, come here. I think it's my cat. It is. It's okay. So yeah, I was like, okay, we can totally do the amends thing. That'd be great. And so I asked her, what's she doing? And she was going to meetings and stuff. So I was like, well, I haven't been to a meeting in, over a year and a half. So for various reasons, which I'm sure I'll make a video on. So I was like, well, I might as well, we're going to hang out and go do amends. And she goes to these meetings. So I was like, okay, well, we can do that. So I went to a CA meeting. That was my first CA meeting I've ever had. And it was pretty neat. I didn't even know what to expect. I was actually I wasn't nervous. Because I've been to a bunch of AA meetings when I first got sober. And I know that CA is basically the same thing, but it's just Cocaine Anonymous. And apparently at this particular meeting we went to, lots of different people go, alcoholics and addicts, cocaine addicts, lots of different things, lots of different, drugs and alcohol of choice. People go. I'm not editing this, whatever, you know what I mean? So a whole bunch of different people go. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And it was just an open discussion meeting, which is, you go, and then there wasn't very many people, maybe like 10 people there. And, they read out announcements if there is any in the beginning. And then, you read or somebody in the group reads the 12 steps. And the steps are the same between Alcoholics Anonymous and Cocaine Anonymous, but they just alter the words slightly. But it's the same step system, same 12 steps and same traditions, just a little bit altered to include, the word cocaine or the word addict, and along with alcoholic, stuff like that. So anyway, the meeting, it was just open discussion, and we read a part of the big book. What was it? Near the beginning, page 50, I think it is, where they were talking about basically the first step. So just read a couple paragraphs from that, and then it was open discussion. And people shared good stuff, which I like to hear. And it's funny, I've been out of going to meetings in that world for so long that I forgot how awesome it was to listen to other people talk about it, especially when they're early in recovery. Because 2 people in there got their first chip, which is, a desire chip, or see, I even forget the even terminology of this kind of stuff, and I used to know all this off by heart. But the first chip that you get, that the first one to signify that you want to do it, and you're back, or whatever it is, 24-hour chip, some people call it. So 2 people got it, and which was so awesome to see. I forgot how much I loved seeing people get chips, and I loved hearing people talk about what it was like, or they're still in it, what it's like in the beginning and stuff. So it was good to hear that, because even if you're far along in your recovery, which I don't even know if I even consider myself that. I'm 3 years, 2 months, 28 days. I just looked it up this morning. I don't know that off by heart. 3 years, 2 months? March, April, May, June, 3 months. 3 years, 3 months, 28 days. And some people would consider me still early in my recovery. And it's all however you look at it. To me, I don't feel cravings anymore. I don't feel like I lost my best friend, alcohol. I don't feel that much anymore. I get like tinges here and there of like I'm jealous that I can't partake in the things I used to sometimes. I still feel like that every once in a while. But overall, it's pretty much gone. There always have that voice in my back of my head. But anyways, where was I going with that? Ooh. Anyways, it was nice to hear, my cat's right there. It was nice to hear that from people, because it reminded me that, yeah, sure, I'm farther along than they are in my recovery, but anything could happen, and relapse is a total possibility. And I only know because the video I just put up recently, my catio video, because I had an awesome person comment. They were thinking about me and wondering or hoping that, I didn't relapse, because that is totally a possibility for people like us, when we get sober, and when you meet other sober people, and if you don't see them for a while, you can't help but wonder. So I really do appreciate that. That was really nice to read that someone sort of thought that, or wondered, and sort of hoped it didn't happen, to me. So no, it didn't. I am completely fine. Just things have been very busy. I got a new job, and it's the first job that I really, really like, and I really am trying my hardest at. I try hard with everything I do, but with this one, it's I really want to keep it forever, maybe. It's great. I love it. So I've been focusing on that so much that even when I'm not working, I'm researching so I can get better at it and stuff like that, So I've been very busy. I know it's a terrible excuse. And I'm sorry for that. If there anybody out there that does follow me and wants to hear more from me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try my hardest. It's summer now, and I'm going to do my best to, put out more content. But for a while there too, I just sort of felt like I didn't really know what else to say. I shared my story. I said you know, all the things, and I didn't really know what else to say, but there's so much more I could say. And I did want to say too that on my phone, which I have on me all the time, every time I get a YouTube comment, it comes on my phone and my phone lights up and I see it. And I can read most of it, you know, it shows the first little bit of what someone says. And then if I click on it, I read the whole comment. So it still happens. I still get everyone's comments and I love it. And I truly appreciate it when you take the time to comment and say something nice. It's so awesome. And I love that people out there, you know, find comfort in some of the videos that I do, even if it's just for the 3 minutes or 5 minutes, sorry, 11 minutes now, that the video goes on for. I'm so grateful that my experience can shine some light or whatever it is on your current experience. And yeah, it sucks that I had to go through a bunch of crap and live a colorful, crazy life for a while. But we were talking about this on the drive home, the girl who made amends to me, how it's sort of, yeah, we've been through a lot more than what many people go through when you're, you know, addict and a shitty person, and then you get sober and you come over to the other side. Going through that, breaking through the terribleness and going over to the other side to see what life is actually amazing, and you actually like yourself, and you feel hopeful, and you're not a slave to a substance. When you're on the other side of that, it's so amazing, and you actually have real compassion and real empathy for people. That's what it takes for some people to go through hell, to get onto the other side, in order to really see where people are coming from and really be able to connect with them and truly care about them. And that's where I'm at. But I have to remember not to let, you know, life overcloud that, overcloud my love of people, and hearing their story, and remembering what it was like to be at my lowest, so that I could have empathy for someone who's all out at their lowest too. Because I remember still very clearly what that was like. And I feel like it's a disservice if I don't share that, at least with somebody, to share what that was like and how I got here. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Because now we're going on to 14 minutes. And if anyone is watching this, then I'm back. And thanks for being loyal. And if you're new to my channel, then you can go ahead and click subscribe, because I swear to God, I'm going to be creating more content. Yeah, thank you. Just thank you. Okay, have a good night, everybody.